What's up, YouTube? It's Kenny again. Wanted to make a video, talk a little bit about some of the stocks we're in. So before we get started, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a truck driver driving across the country, researching and trading stocks, and I will not be held responsible for any moves you make in the stock market, not ever. I am not your mama. Do your own research. Hit that subscribe button for me. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. All right. So, woke up a little bit late today. I don't have to leave until somewhere around 10 a.m. to go pick up in Carroll Stream, Illinois, headed to Springfield, Missouri. So, we were going to have a really big day on Monday, all right, because we were going to have earnings for Lordstown Motors and earnings for OEG earnings calls. You know, it's not really especially with Lordstown, it's not really the earnings that I wanted to hear about. It's the guidance that was more important to me. But Lordstown has rescheduled theirs for the 24th. So we're not going to get an earnings call until the 24th from Lordstown. They haven't been releasing a lot of news. I'm sure that they're kind of riding this whole ambulance chaser lawsuit shit and all that, just riding it out. Any news that they release is not really going to do much good with that hanging over their head. But we're coming up on the deadlines and all that, and so we're coming to the point where we're going to be past all that. Anyway, OEG, Orbital Energy Group, releases their earnings on Monday. All right. Now, I'm not expecting like some massive beat, but I'm expecting the guidance to be really good, because the last news that we really got was that in, Q3 is when they really expected some of these new contracts to start rolling in. Some this quarter, some next quarter, and the big deal that they have is not going to start until towards the end of the year. So OEG could release something good. Now, I was looking at the analysis for OEG this morning and looking at it all on the Webull platform, okay? And guys, it's just like I'm almost tempted to double my position right now, because I have free cash, and I have 200 shares at $5.80 a share. And the analyst ratings for this stock, there's only 3 analysts that are covering it according to Webull, but all 3 have it listed as a buy. And the price targets, guys, the low price target is 12, and the high price target was $16.50. So we're sitting around $4 right now, $3.50, and that's after a big jump. So I'm feeling good about OEG. I was kind of floundering on it a little bit, but I'm starting to feel a lot better about it. Looking at the analyst ratings, looking at the price targets, like just kind of re-solidifying my conviction in the company. I think it's going to do really well. It could be a while before we get a big jump up to those numbers, but these analysts are showing like a in the $15 range on the average between the 3 by the end of the year. And I do know that all of the stuff that they do had been really hit hard by the pandemic and should now be beginning to recover. And they've got this big solar farm deal coming like toward the end of the year. So I'm still liking OEG. I'm not selling it. I'm actually thinking about maybe buying another 100 shares and not quite doubling my position, or even doubling my position. Depends what happens, okay? Lordstown, I really wish I could average down, but I just can't throw any more money at it. Like, it's just going to hurt me on my ability to swing trade and stuff. And I really would like to average down in it, but I'm just going to hold it as of right now. Hyliion, looking at looking at what they're doing, they received delivery. They took delivery of the Peterbilts that they're going to be putting the system in. And it appears as if they have already installed the fuel systems and the generators on these chassis. They're Pete 589s, I believe. And so they're in process right now putting the whole powertrain in. So we could see these drop before September, guys. We could see these Hyliion ERXs get dropped before September, judging from, you know, how they've already gotten them. They've already installed the generators. Like, really all they've got left to do is put the powertrains on them. So I don't know what the process is after that, but we could see these deliveries come a little bit early, and I'd like to see that. Lordstown, you know, they just got to get past this. I mean, I've seen this 1,000 times. The short seller releases a report. All of these ambulance chasing ass lawyers jump on board. These law firms jump on board, and it's just story after story after story. I watched Blink go through it, and look where Blink is now, you know. So I'm still not worried about the Lordstown thing. I know a lot of people are. I just had a comment of somebody saying they're making all this money on shorts. Well, you know, that's fine. If you've made a bunch of money on a short position in it, that's good. But that's not going to last forever. Like, this stock is not going to zero, all right? They are going to start releasing vehicles. And when they do, and when the market conditions change, this stock is going back up. And I feel that way about all three of these stocks, all right? Now, as far as the market in general, guys, okay, I'm seeing people right now talking about how, are we over the hump? Is this the end? Like, are we about to shift back in? Is big money flowing back into some of these stocks? We've had one green day, you know what I mean? I think it's a little bit early to be calling the end of the drop, you know what I mean? But I will say, and I have said, that I feel like we're at a point where things can't go much lower. I mean, could they still? They still could, okay? It's possible. Anything's possible. But, I mean, just feeling where these stocks are and my feeling on it is that we're close to the bottom. You know, we really are. I mean, these stocks have dropped so much that it's like, how much longer can it go before the other stocks that big money has rotated into go up enough to where they're not looking as attractive, and all of these stocks are looking super attractive, okay? Like, it's only a matter of time. And we did see a really nice green day on Friday, like a nice green day, you know what I mean? And so let's just see what happens. But I think it is possible that we have come over the hump, and it may start slowly. May still have some more pain ahead of us. Kevin thinks that it's not going to be over till like September, October. I think it could start trickling upwards before that. We're just going to have to see what happens. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to dump all your money into it right now, you know, because here it goes, we're on the way back up or anything like that. I don't have a crystal ball, and I'm not your mama. But it kind of feels like we could be approaching that inflection point to where things are so low and the other things have gone up enough that this growth stuff starts looking a lot more attractive to big money. And that's really what we're waiting on, is for big money to start flowing back into these stocks. I'm really interested to see what OEG's earnings call sounds like. I wish that I would have had Lordstown also on Monday. It was going to be a really big day for us, you know. But 24th would be okay too. So Monday we have OEG's earnings. Then the following Monday we will have Lordstown's earnings call, whatever. And we're just going to have to hang on and see what happens. Like I say, I may buy a little more OEG on Monday. I'm not sure. I'm kind of happy with having this much money to swing trade with, but, you know, I'm almost tempted to just dump it all right back into these three stocks. But I'm so uncomfortable sitting and just waiting. It's not the type of investor that I am. I don't like to sit and wait. And me having some money to swing with makes it much easier for me to just let those sit and not worry about them when I'm able to actually actively do something with a chunk of money. So it's hard for me to dump more into them at this point, even though they just look so cheap to me. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Be looking for potentially buying in again on SOXL on Monday. We'll see what happens. Be looking at maybe buying a little more OEG since it's so cheap. I could dump basically the profits that I've made swinging in the last week and dump them in there and get another 100 shares and average down. I may do that. We'll just have to see what it does in the pre-market on Monday. So that's where I'm at. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Like the video. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Join the fucking Patreon. It's in the description below. Join it. Thanks for watching.